What was that question, though? Ask me again.
I said he's 21 now, right?
No, the first one. Who is this Chris guy?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Daniel Busch with POV Pool. POV Pool's 8th anniversary event. We're here, our second match of the 500 added 9-ball tournament. We have, who is this guy? Chris Robinson.
Well, I can tell you right now, he's got to be a great guy. His first name's Chris.
Yeah,
So
there you
he
go.
has to be a great guy.
Versus Mike Villanueva. This is Daniel Busch, and I'm sitting here with Chris, great name, Swart.
That's right.
And, Chris Robinson is 21 years old now. And we started streaming him when he was like 16 at the old Hard Times tournaments.
Time flies.
Yeah, and
So this is 8. This is number 8. POV 8.
POV Pool's
So that means 8 years?
8 years,
8
man.
years? It seems like it's been longer than that, doesn't it?
I know, it does. It does. It does seem like that. So that means I've only known you around 7 years, but it does feel like about 10. Feels like a decade. So here we go, Chris Robinson. And if you're just joining us, guys, this is Race to 6. It's winter break. This is a single elimination tournament. We had 64 players. This is the first round still.
Well, this is the second. Yeah, this is the first
It's
round.
still
You're
the
right.
first round.
First round. But those will go quick.
Yeah, it'll go quick.
This will go quick. You know, running 17 tables.
Yeah. And Chris Robinson is a young professional player who came out of Ventura, California. By the way,
Sure.
hello to Jared and Tara, Chris's parents. Hello to Jerry Matchin, who is actually here. He's going to be playing the tournament tomorrow.
He is.
Shout out to his mentor, Chris's mentor, one of his mentors and one of his teachers, Jay Beatty. Shout out to all of his supporters. We've also got a couple other guys from Ventura here. Damian Redmond is here. I think he's kind of like Lake Forest. No, I think he's Ventura. And Chris has done well up in the Bay Area. He won the Cole Dixon tournament this year.
Did he
no,
really?
was it? Yeah, it was this year.
Was it?
Yeah, in July. Yeah, June 30th. He won the 6th annual Cole
Great
Dixon.
player. He's a great player. Great attitude.
Yeah. He beat Edgy Geronimo in the finals of the Cole Dixon. And
He puts work in.
he does put the work in. He's going on the road these days. He's been really kind of like, he's sponsored by Predator now, and he's got a good future ahead of him. He's a 2-time junior national champion as well, and he's looking solid so far. It's good here. Pretty easy out. Makes it look easy. He's going to play the one pocket too, by the way, Chris.
Good for him.
That's something you haven't seen yet, have you?
Yeah, but he's been playing with Jerry.
Yes, he.
That's a good guy to play with.
I tell you what,
with.
he
learned
destroyed
quick.
me. He destroyed me 3 years ago.
Yeah, well,
Playing one
it helps
pocket.
that you don't miss.
Yeah,
But
I mean, 3 years ago, he was still developing, and he played a hell of a game of one pocket back then. I played him like a race to 7, and it was on the way.
Again, if you're around playing Jerry all the time,
Yeah.
that is, if you want to learn from somebody, Jerry Matchin is definitely your guy.
Oh, yeah. Even in commentary, listening to Jerry Matchin is very helpful.
Absolutely.
And for those who,
gentle giant.
yeah, for those who are curious, you want to learn a little bit of one pocket. When you have time, sometime type in POV Pool Jerry Matchin in the search bar on YouTube, and you'll find a lot of content featuring Jerry Matchin on POV Pool's channel.
Awesome channel, by the way.
Thank
Just to
you.
let you know,
Thank
so you see the 3 TVs that are sitting
Yeah,
over there
here.
by table 1.
Yeah.
We run YouTube every single day on that, and I would swear 70% of the stuff that's on there is normally through content that you have.
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh,
Thanks.
it's cool.
I mean, it's
If nobody's
so
done
much
that
of
yet,
it.
it's great. Get on there and watch.
I mean, I'd have to say, hey, we were just talking about you.
That felt kind of Give you some
Whoa,
goosebumps
yeah,
there, baby.
man. Wow. It's like
Jerry jumps in.
Jerry
just as we're
Matchin
talking
just
about him.
walked in, just in time for Chris's match. So I don't know much about this guy Mike Villanueva though. Do you
I
know
don't
him?
either. No.
No?
No, I don't.
Do you know where he came in from?
No. I
Okay.
don't.
Okay.
got
Yeah, we were just talking about you. No, we were. We were just saying, you know, like there's a lot people can learn from listening to Jerry Matchin and commentary, and to look him up on my channel. Oh, did you do well?
Actually, we were saying you were horrible, and you know how that goes.
You ready to play tomorrow? I'm here. You look great, man. You look good. Things going okay? Okay. We'll catch up. We'll catch up a little later. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Jerry's.
He go for that 9-ball.
Look at this guy.
The
The 9 goes down.
Give him a little
Cheeky bugger.
luck. Jerry didn't teach him that.
No.
No.
The combination twist bank?
Yeah.
No, I don't
No.
think so. I think Cole Dixon taught him that one. Jerry actually was, you know, I should put you and Chris on together, and you could talk a little bit about Chris. You want to sit with Jerry?
Sure.
All right. I'm gonna give you guys a treat. And by the way, I still want to remind you to send in your answer to the trivia question at contest@povpool.com. Contest@povpool.com. I'm gonna play the answer after this match. We're gonna be joined by Jerry Matchin.
You got me a big chair.
Yeah, I know.
A big ass chair.
snuck this in. Do you want a drink? Can I get you something?
Sprite or 7-Up.
Okay.
Okay, I think I'm hooked up, Chris. I'm good. I am. I'm really happy to be up here. I love you and I love your room. My daughter came in here and did the 9-ball shot 3 months pregnant. She said to say hello to you. She said hello to say hello to you.
Machoko Sequenza. You're on the clock for like 5 minutes. Ronnie Rodas, James Long, table 8.
Check.
Nothing.
1, 2, 1, 2.
I think we're okay now.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
There we go.
Well, like I said earlier, I love coming up to your room. I love you. My kids love you.
No, I love when you come up.
Yes, it's great.
Get to enjoy some one pocket. I love watching you play.
Thank you very much.
One of the only guys that plays one pocket like he plays chess. Very meticulous.
Yeah, but you got to make the balls. I
This
can
is
move, but I can't make the balls.
Yeah, I know. If we were all, how much more of a champion we would be if we could all make balls like these guys do.
Yeah, well, I'm just here to support your room, play, have a good time, see my kids, and then go back to my little place there in Ventura.
How you been doing anyway? How's the place going?
It's good. Everything's good. Everything's great. My man here, Chris Robinson's playing. You know the story on him. His uncle was a deputy district attorney in Ventura, and who played in my room quite a bit. It's actually since the day I opened, and he brought Chris in when he was about 14, and the kid loved to play, and little by little he got better and better every year, to where now he's certainly one of the top 2 players in the state, no doubt about it. I think he and Oscar probably plays a little bit better, but
Yeah, he's definitely improved a lot within the last 3 or 4 years.
yes.
And he's branching out a little bit more. Seems like he's playing a lot more tournaments,
He is.
traveling a lot more.
He is. He was just back east for that whole international 9-ball, and he came in second in a bar table tournament in Kansas. I think it was Olathe. And he got trimmed a couple times on the road in a few places. I think Mark Haddad beat him in Denver pretty good, playing one pocket. And he's trying to learn these games. He's more of a rotation player, 9-ball and 10-ball, but very methodical, very solid. Nice.
He's like everybody else, though. I know he's been playing a lot of one pocket.
He has. He and I play all the time in my room, and I don't like it.
I bet you don't, but I bet he doesn't like it as much either.
Well,
He likes it because he's learning a lot.
yeah, he does, and he's such a good ball striker. I don't know the young man that he's playing. He must be a local guy.
I'm not 100% sure. I don't know him, so
Okay,
I'm going
okay.
to say no, but I know he's from this area. It could be Sacramento.
Oh, okay, okay.
I've seen him a few times, but I don't believe he plays. He definitely doesn't play out of here, that's for sure.
So these 9-ball events are single elimination, race to 6. Is that the deal?
This one is, yeah.
Okay.
Just kind of a little warmer up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I won one of these, believe it or not,
A few years ago.
7 or 8 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's become a lot more popular than the actual one pocket tournament itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I normally do 48 and cap it at 48. We were full with 48 yesterday.
Wow.
And, there were so many people that were asking. And to be honest with you, I'm going to run it on a 64 sheet anyway. So
Yeah, yeah. So you
might as well
filled
add
up
another.
you
So
filled
we're
it up.
64. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dave was telling me that if I'm going to get in, I needed to get in. I was here posting my money for the one pocket, and I just was so tired. I got up at 4 this morning. I just couldn't see myself playing at all. I probably would have got knocked out in the first round, but
Well, you want to rest for tomorrow, too.
I
Tomorrow's
do.
kind of what you're here for and not really
that's
tonight.
exactly it. I just
I'm guessing you visit the daughter.
yes.
Almost out? College?
She's been out of college. She's just had her baby, and she was 35 years old. Our first grandkid.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
My wife and I were getting worried about it. We were thinking we were never going to be grandparents.
It happens.
Yes, it does. So it's funny about that, isn't it?
Sometimes whether you want it to or not.
That's right. So, now last time I was here, I don't think you had all the diamonds in. Did you get these in the last year, or was it the last 2 years?
Last 2 years.
Oh, you're right. You did. You kept the gold crowns behind on the
Yes,
other side.
yes. And now we're switching those. So I've sold a few of the gold crown 9-footers and put in some diamond 7-footers. So
I
we're
see
doing
that.
a lot
I
more.
like that.
Yeah, we're doing a lot more BCA leagues. I'm doing some more bar box tournaments, 8-ball, 9-ball. In January, we're starting a lot more stuff. I ask myself all the time, as big as I am, as many tables as I have, why don't I run tournaments during the week?
Yeah.
One, I have to find somebody to do that. You know how that is.
I do know how
It's
it
too
is.
much. It's too hard for me to do it all the time.
Right.
I finally have found somebody that's pretty consistent that I trust, that likes the game and just likes to run the tournament.
Yeah.
So it's working.
Well, we didn't update the score. I'm sorry, Daniel.
It is 2-1, I believe. Scores 2-1, I believe, Robinson.
2-1 Robinson, yeah. Well, you know, I'm a much smaller operation than you, but the future of this game is leagues. I've always felt that. And there's a 9 on, 9 on the break, right?
Yep.
2-2.
And that does count.
How do I make this 2-2 on the score?
I think you just go +1.
Oh, okay, here. Oh, I got it, okay.
There you go. I'm like you. I'm kind of illiterate to these computers.
I do think the future of pool and pool rooms is leagues. I know for me, I have leagues 3 nights a week, and if I could, I'd have them 4 nights a week. Saturday night, I have 14 teams. For me, that's a lot. Wednesday night, I think I have 12 teams, and on Monday night, I think I have 8 or 9 teams.
That's a lot.
It is
That's
a lot. But there's a drawback to that when you're a room owner.
Yes, there is.
Because you will lose your whatever. Oh,
all right, well, they have another 9-ball down.
Oh, boy. Okay, this is turning out to be a pretty interesting match here. 3-2 with 2 9s on the break.
So in this case, and I'm sure you're going to agree with me, I see 2 9-balls going, consecutive breaks. If I'm Chris, I'm stepping up and I'm going to look at that rack before he breaks this next one. Not saying that there's anything, but he may not know that there's a ball loose on that rack somewhere that's creating that. And a good player needs to get up and make sure that there's not a gap somewhere where there shouldn't be a gap.
He's telepathic. He read your mind. He just looked at it. I think 1 9 went in the side and 1 went in the upper corner, which is kind of unusual.
Bottom corner and then top corner.
Okay, bottom and top.
Which is okay. If they're both going in the same hole, that's when you're kind of...
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
There's a channel there, yeah. See, and I barely moved that time.
Yeah. See, for me, I've gotten tired of all the tournaments that are making it where the 9-ball doesn't count on the break.
Right.
And that's part of the game.
Right.
And as long as you're looking at the rack and the guy is either, I don't care if you're self-racking or somebody else is racking, you have a choice to look at that rack, make sure everything's good, and break.
That's right.
If it goes in, it goes in. That's how it should be.
I agree with you. It's like watching a golf tournament. That's why they have trees out there in the rough. You hit a tree and it gets stuck there. You hit a tree, it goes right in the middle of the fairway. That's just part of the game.
Yeah,
it happens.
Absolutely. Now I will say, and there is a reason why a lot of the tournaments have gone to not allowing the 9-ball on the break, and I'm gonna say it, and I don't care. Sponsors get mad about it. The Magic Rack has created that.
Oh yeah.
The Magic Rack. I've played in Reno in a tournament where I broke 4 9-balls in out of 6 breaks.
Yeah.
Okay, because once you figure it out, the 9-ball sits on the spot, doesn't move.
Right.
The back ball will kick off the bottom rail and hit that 9-ball, and if you use the correct English on the cue ball, you can guide it either into the side pocket or the far corner ball, and you can do it really consistently. And that's why I think a lot of the 9-balls going in now are not, we can't count those anymore because of that rack. That rack powers, it loads those balls up.
Yeah, it does. Now, we're using a Magic Rack here?
No.
Okay.
Using regular racks.
Which in some ways can be worse. If you, like I say, put a channel next to the wing ball and the ball below it.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's why you got to look at that.
Straight in the pocket.
You got to look at the rack. I mean, I grew up when I was playing. That was what you did. You look at it.
Yes.
And it's your choice to get up and look at that ball. And if you let somebody make it 3 times in a row in the same pocket, that's your fault.
Just to make a comment on this match. Okay, so this young fella had straight in on the 5, had to draw it back for the 6 in the side, and he got a little high on it. And this is the result. He tried to go into the 7 and ended up like this. So he's going to have to play a safety. So that's about position right there. He just didn't get good.
And he's got a pretty easy safety here. It's just 7 to the 9 ball, keeping the 7 on the bottom rail, cue ball all the way up to the top.
But regardless of what happens, Chris is going to be very happy to be coming back to the table.
Tell Geraldine. Geraldine.
I think Chris can actually.
He can see it.
He can see it, and he can get him safe. He has to trust his stroke, though, and hit. Doesn't have much of the ball to hit.
Just a real soft speed right here, and he can. I think it'll clip the 9 just enough to push the 9 up in front of the cue ball.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh. Yeah, that's going to cost him. He's going to be down 4-2 right now. And that's big in a race to 6. Huh. Look, from our angle, it looks like the 7 straight in, but maybe it isn't.
That looks straight into me.
Yeah, it sure does. He looks concerned about it. Looks like he can make it in both pockets if he wants
Well,
to.
either way. I mean, yeah. I'm looking at either way here.
Well, I was talking to some of the guys earlier because I was wanting to see John Henderson, and Dave told me that he's not going to be able to make it.
He is not showing.
Well, that's too bad because I like watching you guys holler at each other playing golf.
Yeah, I know. That's the one thing that everybody, I think, we all miss that. Not only just golf, but just him being here.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But I think he's got some stuff he's got to do with the girlfriend and the dogs and the animals and all the good stuff that he's got to take care of. It's harder for him to get away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guarantee it's not because he wants to. He wants to be here. You know John, you know him.
I've known him since I was about 15 years old.
And if he's listening right now, he's I guarantee he's sitting there trying to find a way to get here tomorrow.
Yeah. Watch the
Look
side
out.
pocket.
Look
No,
out.
he's
Look
all
out.
right. Yeah.
So I think we're 4-2.
Yes, 4-2.
So one thing I did notice when Chris shot that, now these tables just got done probably 5 days ago.
Okay.
So, and I've noticed it when I'm playing one pocket on it. When you're playing on new cloth like this, and you slow roll it, and you throw a little bit of English into it, it takes it and makes it look like it drifts off.
Even this HR Simonis, which is not supposed to have a nap on it, it does have a little bit of a nap.
Oh yeah.
And we'll grab the spin.
Absolutely. So that's one thing that I make sure when I'm playing one pocket, I'm hitting something slow. I don't use English on it anymore.
Yeah.
Just center ball and pushing it because it will take. It makes it look like it's taking a right turn when it really makes the table look bad, but it's not. It's a lot of times it's the cloth.
You made a good point because one pocket on a newly recovered table, especially diamonds, you better watch what you're doing because you know you're going to hit balls into the stack.
Yes.
They're going to come right back over.
Absolutely.
Into your opponent's
side
of the table.
Your power one pocket is power and half one pocket.
Yes, it is. You have to be very careful. All right, let's see what happens to the 9 ball.
Stays right where it was at in the scratch. So there's opportunity.
Okay, Chris. Now you are down 4-2. You got an open table. Looks like the 2 ball might be the only problem ball here.
It's not a good. It's a tough ball to get on. I like where he's trying to point to.
Yeah. I think he's going to try.
But in all honesty, I'm just trying to get to where I can see that 2 ball, and if I can't make it, I'm gonna play it somewhere where I can hide him.
He's got no pocket except this corner pocket down here that it goes in, and that's the least accommodating pocket for position.
And I like the 2-9 to be honest with you.
Well,
the only reason I say that is because you have balls there that you can hide behind. You might be able to take a shot at that 2-9 and play safe.
It might go on the side. Is that what he's looking at? Well, he kind of lost his cue ball a little there.
I think you're right, though. I think he might go to the side.
His angle's a little funky right now. He might try to hook him. No, I don't like that at all. Wow. What the heck was that?
I think he's not used to the table.
Yeah.
You know, they're playing fast. They're fast.
Yeah.
They're not slow.
Well, this is.
I think that had a lot to do with exactly what you just said. I think he was a little frustrated. He got a little out of shape with that, and then just quickly decided on something instead of playing a really good shot with it.
Well, they're kind of giving it back and forth to each other right now.
Well, I like this a lot better than it was a minute ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as that 4 ball goes, I don't know if it goes by the 7. I don't.
Oh, I think it does. Yeah. Oh, the 4. Yeah. It has to go up and.
Right. Because I mean, obviously, I'm stopping. I'm gonna draw back a little bit on the 2, and then I'm gonna come around 3 rails probably.
He's gonna pull it back a good distance, I think. I know Chris's game pretty well. He's going to either play the billiard or for the combination. He's going to play a two-way shot, I think. Yeah, I think he's going to play for the billiard on the 7.
Lynn Cannon, Damian Redmond, table 11.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Don't bounce it off the rail too far, you'll lose the pocket.
Yeah, he's in good shape. He should be out from here.
Yes, he should. Did you fill up the field for the 1 pocket? Do you think you'll have it full?
It's at about 45 players right now, 46
I
players.
think you're going to make it.
Hey, it'll be close.
I like that you have race of 3 on both sides, winner and loser side.
Mm-hmm.
But having played in this and played into the finals, I think I didn't get out of here one Sunday night until about 2 or 3 in the morning.
3 in the morning. No.
But that's okay. Those that are here at that time are going to be very happy. They're going to get a nice payday.
It's one thing about 1 pocket is it's just unpredictable. You can't predict when it's. I actually predict most of the time that it's going to be late.
Oh, you have to. There's just some matches that
they just don't. These kind of tournaments don't get over at 8 o'clock. It just doesn't work that way.
No, absolutely not. And all you need is this one player, like myself, perhaps, to get stuck in 2 back-to-back 4-hour matches.
Yeah,
and
it
that
does
just
happen.
Stops all the brackets.
Last year I was in a 3.5-hour match against somebody.
Yeah. You know, I played in the seniors 1 pocket 3 years ago in Houston against Billy and Cardona. We played race to 4 and a race to 3, true double elimination. I was in the hot seat. We started playing at 7 o'clock at night, and both matches went hill, and we didn't get out of there until 5 in the morning.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, boy.
And they
All right,
both went
4-3.
Yeah,
4-3. So he still can be in control of this table. He's not that far out of range. He's got to stay on this table.
Yeah.
Not, if he doesn't have a shot, he's got to play a lot better safeties than he was playing.
Yeah. Well, the young man that's playing Chris, this is a big game for him right here. Being 4-4 or being on the hill 5-3 is huge.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely huge.
So let's see how his break.
Chris has got a good break. He's got a very good break. Let's see what he does with the cue ball. He might use a cut break here. Go to the side rail. No, he hit it straight on. Made 2 balls, but he doesn't have a shot.
Chris win that?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
Should be 4-3.
4-3, Chris.
Chris is down, fourth.
Talented.
We're taking over, buddy. Taking your job.
Daniel Busch, man for all seasons.
And he deserves a break. We just started, and he's already deserving a break.
You can't keep those smokers with those headsets on all day long, you know. You got to let them get outside.
That's it.
You never did smoke, did you? Were you ever a smoker?
No. I got lucky. I don't know. Well, I mean, my parents didn't smoke, but my grandparents did. Everybody else around me did, but I give it to my grandma. She lived on an island up in Northern California, and she used to watch all the kids during the summer. So my parents would drop me and my sister off, and all my cousins. We'd all be up there for a couple months hanging out with grandma. And, you know, some of my cousins were sneaky little buggers and always tried to get into her beer or cigarettes and all that stuff. And you know how kids are. Well, my grandma kind of got tired of it, and one day she told all of us, you know what? Today's Friday. Friday night we're going to have ourselves a party. And we went down to, I remember the day, we went down into the liquor store, and we bought a truckload of everything you can think of. Wine, champagne, beer, all the cigarettes, chew, you name it. We were buying it, and she said, you know, this is the deal. You guys can party as hard as you want, but you're not allowed to leave the island at all.
Okay.
But you can do whatever you want. You want to smoke, you want to drink, you drink to your heart's content.
Right.
You're not allowed to leave the island. So, of course, all of us being kids that we are going, oh, right, Grandma's letting us do it. Well, there was a reason why Grandma let us do that. So, obviously, you know, we had a hard time that night. And then we have a dock that was on the water. And most of us were sleeping on that dock, passed out. And she woke up at 6 in the morning, and she grabbed the garden hose and sprayed us all down. Said, get up.
Nice.
It's time to start the day. And guess what?
Yeah.
We've got a whole nother party again tonight.
Yeah.
And you guys need to wake up and get prepared. And we did it again that night. And I would say I think there was 16 of us, I would say probably 9 or 10 out of that 16 never drank, never smoked, never did any of that stuff ever again. It worked for the other ones. Now they still did what they did, but I always gave it to her.
I got caught smoking when I was 14, and so my dad did the standard, got a pack of cigarettes and made me smoke every one of them back to back. Right? Well, he said, well, how do you feel now? I said, good. It made it worse.
Yeah. No, I remember. It's the first time I ever learned that drinking champagne, wine, and beer and liquor do not mix.
No.
They do not mix. So, if any of you youngins out there are listening, don't do it. Don't do it. It's not a good thing.
All right, Chris has got a combination. Nice shot. Oh, that was a tough shot. I think if he can get the two in this, I don't think the two goes in the corner. If it does, it's awful tight. He's got to play it for the side, I think.
Which is tricky from here.
Yeah, he's going to have to go 2 rails, I think. Short rail, long rail, and come up. It must go in the corner. Yeah, he didn't play it long.
Well, he should be good. If it goes into the corner,
he's looking at
he's looking pretty good here.
Yeah.
So if everything goes right, I see the score being tied here. I think we're going to go 4-4.
You know, I'm colorblind, so is the 6 up by his left shoulder?
Yes.
There? Left. Okay. Don't go too far. He pulled it back. He's looking good.
Yeah, and the 7 ball's in a good spot where if he went a little too much, he's still got room to go on the other side of it. So I think you didn't have to be too precise on this shot.
Yeah, he's perfect. Well, the score should be 4-4 with a race to 2. I see on the next table to the left, there's George Michaels over there.
George is still around.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. And if Chris makes this 9, the score is 4-4. Race to 2.
So I'm curious if he'll use the same break again or if he'll change his break up a little bit.
He's going to use the same break. He
Same
made
break.
2 balls on the last break. You know, that's a thing that a lot of people don't understand about 9-ball. It's not that you just can make a ball in the break, but if you've got a superior break and you can make 2 balls consistently and I can only make 1 ball consistently, well, and we both play even. If I only have to make 7 balls to win the game and you got to make 8, that shows up.
Absolutely. And 1 less ball for traffic.
That's right. And that's what's so strong about 10-ball. When Shane breaks, he makes oftentimes those second balls both go in the side pocket. Maybe another ball. He's playing 7-ball and 10-ball, and you're playing 9-ball.
Right. And George Michaels got a tough game here, too, because the guy he's playing is a good player.
I don't think I know that fella.
This guy, the tall guy?
Yes.
Very good player.
Well, Chris made 1 on the break. Is that the 2-ball here on the left rail?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, the only thing I don't like about his break right now is it's just not, he's not getting a good spread on the balls. I don't know whether he's just not powering it up or
he's not going to baby
trying to be careful. Maybe he's just trying to be a little bit more careful, make sure he doesn't scratch, make sure he keeps control of the
He's going to go back and forth twice on this. I know his game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I would probably go one time, float it in, not him. Oh, this is going to be a little tough here. That 4 balls on the side rail by the 6-7, right?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if
from here I'm seeing nothing but a safety.
he might play for a bank cross side, and if he doesn't get the position he wants, he'll play safe. Yeah, that's what it's looking like.
I like the safety because I like where the 6 is sitting.
Well, if he gets perfect on the bank, he'll shoot it. If he doesn't, he'll do what you said, for sure. He just wants to get that cue ball off the rail.
Yeah, he's playing for the safety, though.
You think so? I think he's going to play for the cross side.
You think so?
Yes. Yes. And go into the 6 with the cue ball and stop right there for the 5. Yeah,
you are correct.
Yeah, you know, I've only watched.
I didn't think he had enough angle there to do it for me.
I've only watched him play, you know, thousands of hours of pool. Now this can be a little tricky here.
I think he comes out and around. Yeah, I think he was okay. And here he can do whatever he wants from here.
He's in good shape here, yeah. Notice how he pulls it back more than he needs to make sure that he's not going to have to go around the table with the cue ball.
He seems to be in a good flow right now.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Settling down.
I have 1 small table available if anybody wants a small table.
Now, you rent the bar tables out and by the game, right? Or is it only
yes.
rental?
No, I've got 4 coin ops that are in here.
Okay.
And then the rest of them are all table time.
Okay.
And of course with these tables, the diamond tables, you can actually rent them by the hour. You just switch them over.
Yes.
So it's great to have the option because I do have a lot of people that like to do it by the game, and I have people that like to do it by the hour.
Yeah.
So.
The thing I like about diamond equipment,
look at this.
What the hell you do there?
Oh boy.
Boy, that is not a good shot. He just floated that ball in. I think he wanted to snap draw it to the side rail, and he kind of lost his stroke. Wow, that's very uncharacteristic of him.
Or maybe he just wanted a little bit more drama.
No, I think he pulled up on his stroke. I think he wanted to pull it to the side
did.
rail. No,
I've done that before, where you just kind of drop your shoulder. You don't follow all the way through.
Yeah.
You kind of I can't even talk. I've done that a few times, especially in one pocket when you just don't don't follow through with your stroke. A lot of time that comes when you're tired too. I don't know if he drive up. I'm guessing he drove up today too, right?
He did, yeah.
So.
Well, he's got no excuse. He's 21 years old. I don't want to hear it, you know. I don't want to hear it. That's no excuse.
I don't know if there's anybody beating his head in. It's himself, probably.
All right, let's see what happens. Now, this young man made 2 on the break, 2 9s on the break. Looks like he broke dry.
So for me, watching the last few breaks that he has done,
yes,
and the 2 that went in, something's changed.
Yeah.
The 2 that he made, something was loose on those other 2 racks.
Yeah, the
because
9 was flying around.
Yes, and so whether that was an accident or on purpose, who knows? But the rack is definitely the way it should be now, because that 9 ball's not moving as much as it was when he originally was doing that.
Okay, now the 3 is close to the 7, and he doesn't have a real good angle on the 2. I think he has to get somewhere around the side pocket on the right hand side.
Is the 4 ball, is that what's under the 9, I believe?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, okay. So he's going to have to get between a 5 and 6 here,
well,
and
I
then
think
slow
he's going
roll.
to go the side rail, actually.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know how much of a line
I like between the 5 and 6 and just going through.
Well, he did
I think he's a little too hard.
Yeah.
And see, that's why I didn't like that play. I would have went for that long, because you can soft hit it.
Yes.
You get the 4 right there. Your shape is already there. So I think he took too much of a chance there, trying to get a little too perfect shape.
And he's not going to be able to jump the ball because it's in center.
It's too far out, right?
Yeah, he's going to have to spin it.
But me, I'm spinning a little harder now. I'm going to actually try to play that 3 over to the rail here, short rail, and take the cue ball all the way out.
I don't think he can see the left side. I don't think he can see his left side of the 3.
No, but if he's spinning, if he's got to spin around the 5 anyway,
yeah,
I'm not going to play it soft. I'm going to play it to play safe, because I'm not going to try to make it.
Wow.
He hit it great. I mean,
wow. Look at that shot.
That's
a nice
him
shot.
compared to me. I'm going to probably just try to get the cue ball out of there.
Wow,
that was a great shot.
Yeah, it was.
So hopefully that'll get them juices flowing, and
just get straight in on the 5, and it's history.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a shot. That fella that's playing George, I don't recognize him.
He's, I want to say that there's a nickname for him. And, I know he's German. He's a German guy, and I can't remember. There is a name for him. He does have a nickname. I just can't remember off the top of my head. But he's a really good player.
Okay,
good. A really good player. Yeah, he's been in many of my tournaments.
Looks like Chris is going to have to go 3 rails under the 9 and come back for the 6. He went a little too far up.
Well, I'll tell you what. You tell me. He's a good banker. What about banking this back over to the side and leaving the cue ball right there?
Not
you don't think so?
No. He's going to go 3 rails. I think he's going to go 3 rails.
The only reason why I say that is you can stop.
Yes, you can.
You can keep that cue ball right where you kind of need it for that 6 ball.
It's hard to bank when you got an open pocket. I hear you. It's perfect. And maybe on a bar table, that's probably absolutely the correct shot. But I think he's going to go 3 rails. No, I don't like that. Now he's going to bank it or cut it inside.
Yeah, he just seems to be a little off today.
Yeah, he could be a little tired. Well,
Yeah, he's got some work to do.
this is a tester here. You're down 5-4.
Well, the way these tables are playing right now, this is when you can hit like just a medium speed.
You can.
You can carry that cue ball up where you need to, and that ball will fall. Whether you hit it good or not, that ball's going to fall in the hole. If you hit this hard and you miss it just a little, it's going to hang.
You struck it well. Struck it well. Spin it out 2 rails and shoot the 9 in the right-hand pocket here. Looks like you got some activity in the center here. Look at that shot. Now he did that. That's how he scratched. Wow. I think he might be corner hooked, Chris.
That's really uncharacteristic.
I think he might be corner hooked. That's new cloth. See, that's.
Yeah, but again, it's exactly what you said. When he shot that, he was reaching on that shot.
Yeah.
And he did not stroke that ball. He poked it. And because he poked it and didn't stroke it, that ball just took off on him.
I think he's corner hooked.
I really think that he put too much. I think because he reached, he hit it lower than he was supposed to, and it just slid that ball right on him.
And he's got, I can tell you, he's got at least 2 different size extensions for that cue he's playing with. He's got a 2-inch extension and a 6-inch.
He's corner hook. I can see it from here.
Yeah. He's going to be lucky to hit the ball. Got to go 2 rails, Chris. Don't go 1 rail.
Absolutely.
Well, he may not be able to go 2 rails. Maybe.
Well, give him a little tester.
Yeah.
This is a little pressure.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, I won't say a lot, but there's a few different ways to shoot this ball. One if you're a professional, one if you're an amateur. Most professionals are going to use their slide stroke, put a little draw into it. And most amateurs will kind of shoot it like that, where the cue ball goes forward and almost scratches in that corner.
Well, Chris, I count, not to take anything away from his opponent.
No, he lost. He lost that. He lost that.
He gave up a game. Guy makes 2 9s on the break, and he gave up the last 2 games.
Yes. Yeah.
He should have won 6-4.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that was all him.
Yeah.
That was all him.
Well, I can tell you, my tables haven't been recovered in a year, so he's used. If he's playing that shot, those draw shots on my table.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be completely different action.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, that's the beauty of single elimination. You put heat on somebody, you knock a good player out.
You just knocked a champion. You just knocked a 1, 2, 3 player out of that.
You got it.
I know.
He would have been one of the favorites to finish in the top 4 for sure.
But that's why I like this format.
Absolutely.
No handicap. Raise to 6. Anything can happen.
Yes.
Anything. And you just saw it.
Yes, absolutely.
Williams,
I'm gonna get up.
Looks like Jason Williams and Frank Robots are playing next.
Jason's another one that figures to be in the top 4.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great player. I love his game.
But if Frank plays like Frank can play,
Frank can play well.
He can beat. He can win.
Jerry Matchin signing off.